rolling again. Good. All right, Laura Byrnes is here. Laura brings us all the time some good information about some great jobs in our community. Just the other day, we went to Taco Bell, and and they have kiosks so you can order your own food, even though the lady is standing right there. So, and I thought, this is not good. I mean, these people will have to find a different job. So if you're in a business and the kiosk is going to be doing your job, you might want to go. You probably should have gotten in contact with CareerSource anyway. Obviously, some really good jobs over there. Laura, good to see you. How are you?
I'm well, thank you very much. How about yourself?
Yeah. So what do you think about those kids? Do you use them, the kiosks?
I've used. Hi guys.
Hi guys.
I've used. If there are kiosks when I stop. Can't say at Taco Bell, but I have used it at a McDonald's. A time or two.
Yeah, I use them too, but I always am afraid that somebody's going to lose a job because of them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that a political thought there?
I no comment.
So how are you doing?
Doing very well.
Who are we talking to today?
Well, today we're going to focus on our Paychecks for Patriots career fairs.
I
we
heard
have
about this.
3 of them going on throughout our region at the same time.
Nice.
But before I turn it over to Kathy and Henry, you know the drill. I got to talk about some things that are happening, coming up. And today, and I was actually going back, if you count the 3 different Paychecks for Patriot career fairs, we will have had 8 different career fairs within less than 2 months. So that's a lot. That's a lot going on. And today is one of them, the Manufacturing and Logistics Career Fair. It takes place from 3:30 to 6 over at the Weber Center at CF here in Ocala.
Okay.
There are a whole bunch of businesses that will be participating. There actually, at last count, I had 16, but including American Panel, Ancorp, Artemis Plastics, Chariot Eagle, Cheney Brothers, Chewy, Custom Window Systems, Lockheed Martin, Pro Poly, R&L Global Logistics, Winco. We had Joe Corley on our last show when he was talking about this. So that's just some of them. Of course, you can get all the details by going to our website, CareerSourceCLM.com, going to the calendar and checking it out. We do have some hiring events that are coming up as well. Tomorrow on Halloween, it would be scary if you missed this. If you're looking for a job as a home health aide, a LPN, or an RN, because Caregiver Services will be at our Ocala Career Center, and that's on Northeast 14th, and they'll be recruiting from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Now, prior to attending, you got to register with Employ Florida, and you need to schedule an interview appointment, and you can get all that information on our website on the calendar, what to do. Then Monday, Custom Window Systems, they'll be at our career fair today, but they'll be doing their own hiring event as well on Monday. They are looking for multiple first and second shift positions, and that will take place from 4 to 7. That's going to be at their location, 1900 Southwest 44th Avenue in Ocala. So don't go to our career center because that's not where it will be happening. And again, be sure you register ahead of time with Employ Florida. And last but certainly not least, and we had Wawa on here as well.
Yeah.
They're opening another one, and this is good. I'm bookended in my neighborhood. I'm like 2 miles from one, and this one's going to be like a mile and a half.
Oh, really?
So I've got it covered for my neighborhood. So they're opening another Wawa, and they will have hiring event on November 5th from 9 to noon, and November 6th from 2 to 5, and that will be at our Ocala Career Center. And they're looking for customer service associates and night supervisors. And prior to attending, please register with Employ Florida if you haven't already done so. And they also ask you to do so at their company website. And that information is also on our website, CareerSourceCLM.com. Very briefly, in case you're saying there's nothing going on in November, we don't have Thanksgiving or anything. We have 30 workshops already on the calendar through November 22nd. So we're taking that Thanksgiving week off, but 30.
Squeezing them in the rest of it.
So if you want some employability workshops, check out the calendar. And then last thing I'm going to mention is that we will be closed. All of our offices will be closed, as I think everybody will be, on Monday, November 11th in honor of Veterans Day. And that's my segue to Paychecks for Patriots.
Right,
So-
awesome, yeah.
Awesome.
All right, so Kathy Gallica, good morning, Kathy. Nice
Good
to
morning.
see you. And Henry Ayala, am I saying your name right, Henry?
That's right, yeah.
The idea that somebody who's served their country and then they come back and then they're not sure what they can do. I'm often amazed how they are limiting their own selves in many cases, saying, well, what can I actually do? They don't realize how much work experience they've got that could be applicable to something else that's out there, right?
That's correct.
So tell me about the program, Paychecks for Patriots. Who's behind that program?
Well, want to go? Paychecks for Patriots is actually an effort addressed by Department of Economic Opportunities.
Okay.
It's basically, it helps the members across the state to bring employers together with their family, with veteran family members, so they could find exactly what kind of veterans are suitable for certain jobs.
Okay, all right. And is there a test that they would take to kind of like an aptitude test you might take in high school? Would a veteran take something similar to say, oh, look, I didn't realize I'd be good at this? Is there some way to kind of, I guess,
Sure.
reveal your own inner talents?
Well, veterans and non-veterans also have the opportunity to use our assessments, work values test that we have, assessments to determine what type of skills they're good in, so we can determine exactly what best fits their needs.
And does being a veteran give them a little edge up as far as if they need schooling for the job, they can use their veterans benefits to get that schooling?
Absolutely, absolutely. If they're an eligible veteran, they should be able to qualify for certain services to include vocational rehab that will pay for their training or college as well if they need extra skills needed for that specific job.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yep.
And so tell me about the Paychecks for Patriots, the fair that's coming up. Is it a week from today?
Yes,
A week
it's on
from- a week
November
from tomorrow.
7th.
Tomorrow,
Okay.
right.
And where is that going to be?
Well, we're actually doing it in tandem through all three of our counties,
Okay,
Citrus,
okay.
Levy, and Marion. So it's going to be held on November 7th in each county at the same time. It's going to be 1 to 3:30. We have located sites. We're working with the Marion County Public Library.
Oh, okay, okay.
At their headquarters on Silver Springs. Citrus County is going to be at the Citrus County Public Library at their Lakes Region office. And then our Levy is actually, we're going to be holding that hiring event right at our CareerSource office in Chiefland.
Okay.
So we have 3 businesses that will be at our location in Levy County. We have, I want to say, currently, we have 8 businesses signed up in Citrus County.
Wow.
And we have 7 businesses signed up in Marion County, but it's still open. We're going to be closing it as of November 1, so we can get the logistical
Okay,
tables
okay.
and
Yeah.
that all set up. However, any businesses that are interested in participating can contact me directly or go to our website, and it will give them the information on how to register. But we have a good mix of industries that'll be attending all 3. We have anywhere from corrections to government entities, city, local, construction, some environmental, finance, retail, health, manufacturing, and in all 3 areas. So there's a good mix of industries so that any veterans who are interested will get information from these businesses as far as the different types of things that they want to do.
So if a business wanted to be included in on it, they have till Friday.
Yes, sir.
Right, to let you know. What would they be looking for? Are they? How does it work? I guess. Do they just show up? Do they get a booth or something? How do they do that?
Well, they want to register ahead of time so that we can make sure we do have space available. They'll get a table, room enough, 2 chairs. They can bring their information that they want to hand out. They can bring if they have their own tablecloths or their banners. they can actually set their table up to represent their business. We will supply generic tablecloths, our CareerSource colors, and but they can certainly bring whatever they want. If they have handouts they want to give, fun stuff, pens, candy, however they want to set up.
Are the participants limited to just veterans, or could anybody walk in and apply for a job?
What we're trying to set up is that at least the first half of the event be for veterans, and then the second half, the general public who are looking for employment can come in. But we are offering priority of service to veterans, so that any services or anything that is needed, the veterans will get the priority of service.
Will there be any emotional counselors there in case a veteran feels that he needs some help?
Absolutely, don't mind that. In addition to having employers present at this event, we'll also have representatives from local Veteran Services offices, Florida Department of Veterans Affairs. Should have counselors also there. Veterans Helping Veterans will be there. Volunteers of America to provide resources and also answer any questions available.
Oh, okay, excellent. Mm-hmm. And does their I guess their military record provide any, like, should that be included in on their resume if they were applying for a job? Like, normally if I was going to fill out a resume, I would tell you I worked at WOCA, and I think that's all I ever did. And then, but I mean, would they use their military record?
They could bring their DD-214 was a military discharge as a separate documentation, but it's very important to annotate in their resume that they are a veteran.
Yeah, it would make sense.
Yes,
yeah.
And this is also included for veterans that serve their country in the reserves?
Absolutely. If you have a veteran that's either National Guard, Reserve, or active duty, they're all eligible to be served at this location because it's open to veterans and family members as well.
Okay. Could you just look that way for a second?
I'm sorry. Trying to take photos. My bad.
All right, so I want to make sure that if Vets Helping Vets, I'm glad that they're part of it because, I mean, they do such a magnificent job in our community.
Absolutely.
And they reach out to, I'm sure, all three communities because we're all so close. So the jobs that will be offered, can you apply right there on the spot?
Some businesses will have that opportunity for them, but it's really up to the business. I mean, we have some businesses that, in order to be eligible, just by the nature of what they do, that all candidates would have to apply online on their website. Some candidates may bring paper resumes, paper applications. For the most part at these events, businesses are already set up to how they're going to receive and speak with the candidates. So as you're talking to a business, they may just quickly give me a resume, take your name, or do something, and then to reach back out to the candidate or instruct them on how they want to apply for the positions. Most of the time, you're completing an online application. We, at any of the CareerSource offices, we work with all candidates that come in, veterans or whatnot, to assist them in identifying any transferable skills. Because a lot of times when you do come out of the military or you are a veteran, you're geared towards what you've done in the military. And so it's always nice to be able to meet with someone to break it down. What are your transferable skills? And we do have various assessments that we use to assist our customers in being able to get them in the track that they want to go.
Right.
It's really, they lead us. What do they want to do?
And we don't like to broad brush or generalize, but we've had employers in this studio on the Veterans Show who come in specifically putting out the word that they have a job opening. This was years ago. And the one thing they will say is that the work ethic of somebody who's served in the military is what they're looking for. So from an employer's point of view, just that discipline that comes, just part of the package when you are somebody who has served. And I'm sure it's not across the board. I'm sure you got some that don't quite meet that description. But so that's a good thing to know if you're an employer. Maybe you never considered that before. So if you team up with CareerSource, you can. Laura, do you have, like, there's a special, like if a veteran comes in to you and says, I'm looking for work, is that one of the questions?
Well, Henry mentioned priority of service. And so when they come in and they identify as a veteran, we have staff that are specifically trained. And Henry's a great example because you were retired after how many?
22 years.
22 years. I mean, so we have veterans in those positions, but we have veterans who are just on the staff as well. Our CEO is a veteran, two tours in Vietnam War. I mean, so we have a real heart for veterans. And when you come in, you will get that priority of services. And I would just like to say, if you think, oh my goodness, it's a little daunting to think about coming to the career fair, there's still plenty of time. Come to one of our centers, and our staff, they can help you get prepared for that career fair, for that job interview. There's so much that they can do and to assist, even right down to, well, what should you wear? Do you have an elevator speech? And as Kathy pointed out, you have a very specific set of skills, and it's hard sometimes to figure out how that will transfer into the civilian labor force work. And Kathy and Henry and the staff there can assist veterans with those transferable skills. Well, maybe not Kathy, but don't hands on, but you can.
I will assist wherever I'm needed.
And just briefly, I looked up some of the business on our website. You'll find this information on the website. For Marion County, these are the businesses so far that are lined up to be there. Acme Barricades, Colonial Life, Florida Department of Corrections, they always have fantastic jobs. Florida Express Environmental, they've been on this show. Marion County Board of County Commissioners, Max Air Heating and Air Conditioning, and Steve Allen Construction. And over in Citrus County, AutoZone, Capital City Bank, Citrus County Sheriff's Office. I can't read my writing here, but
Citrus Memorial.
That's right, HCA, Citrus Memorial, thank you, Plantation Inn and Senior Helpers, and there may be more, but, it's a nice variety of different employers that will be there.
And Henry, you wanted to say something?
Absolutely. Just to add to what Laura was saying, we also provide resume assistance as well. So a lot of veterans are scared because they don't know how to write a resume. So we help them in that perspective to target that resume for that job that they're looking into as well. And to include, we even have some clothing attire for interviews as well at our main office in Ocala.
You guys are amazing. So if let's say a veteran comes in, looks at all the employers that are represented at the event, and nothing really looks like something he wants or she wants, can they just talk to you and say, I have sort of a different idea of what I'd like to do? And maybe you could find something else, that maybe somebody who's not present.
Absolutely. We have, I believe, hundreds of job orders currently with the Marion County and Citrus and Levy. And so there's more opportunities available on our online website that we'll be able to help them find those jobs.
Wow, 22 years, huh?
Yes, sir.
That's a long time.
Branch?
United States Army is the military police, and they're also recruited on the United States Recruiting Command right here in Ocala, Florida.
Wow, thank you for your service.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, we meet some really amazing veterans in our own community. I'm really proud that Ocala is veteran friendly. It is really. I don't know that it's true everywhere, but it's true here, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We have a lot of veterans that come from different areas, and for some reason they all say the same thing. You guys are much different than others.
Is that right?
That's correct.
Well, that's something to be proud of.
Yes, sir.
And one thing about the Paychecks for Patriots, now this is the 7th annual Paychecks for Patriots that has been held statewide. So not only are we doing that at our CareerSource region, but other regions throughout Florida are also from, I think, November 4th through the following, the 15th. There are different events going on. So this is a concerted effort by, from the state down to all of our regions to really underscore that we are veteran friendly and we are here. I think our CEO said it best when he said, there's really no better way for our business community to honor our veterans than by hiring a hero. So, this is the opportunity to step up and give back. They've served us. Now, we need to serve them.
Yeah, and Robin's question about the the mental health aspect of it. We hear about PTSD all the time, and I'm sure you know more about it than I ever will. But it just seems that if you are, for whatever reason, feeling like you're never going to do any better than fill in the blank, a low-level job, I think this is a way to show yourself that there is really something out there that would make your life better, make your family life better. Everything would be improved with a better job, and you guys make that happen. So we brag about CareerSource all the time.
Yeah, we
I
do.
can't tell you how many times it comes up. Somebody's begging for money or something like that, and I'm not being judgmental, but I say, are you okay? I mean, do you need a job? And then I'll tell them about you guys. I don't know how many people have ever shown up, but hopefully they hear about it, at least from us, so. If you are a veteran, or if you're not, it sounds like you don't even need to be a veteran for this particular event, but if you are especially, the Paychecks for Patriots is what it's called, and it's at the Citrus County Library, the Levy County Career Center, and the Marion County Public Library, which is, by the way, right next door to the Veterans Resource
It is.
Center.
Yes.
So,
Good location.
so you can go over there and say hi, get a cup of coffee. and-
Right.
And will the veterans be able to meet you, Henry, and you have a one-on-one conversation with them?
Absolutely. I'll get them ready, pump them up, get them ready for that first impression, because that is the most important. That counts.
Did you go through that period after 22 years where you didn't know what to do?
Well, after 22 years, I took a break, 6 months off. I couldn't stand being at the house, so I came to CareerSource, and 6 years later, here I am.
Oh, you went looking for a job at CareerSource.
Absolutely.
And ended up working for CareerSource.
That's correct, yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Been here 6 years.
Wow.
Talk about that's a success story.
We snagged
Love it.
them.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the 7 years that you've been doing this, do you have any success stories from somebody that you know that?
I've been doing it. I'm into my 10th year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
yeah. So, we have a lot of success stories of the folks who
I know you
came
do.
to us
Yeah.
who we said, oh, you're so good, we're going to hire you. So, but, yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you for coming in here and sharing this with us. Laura, you want to wrap it up? Do you give
Just
us websites?
as usual, if you want any more information or to check out our services or calendar, all these events, go to CareerSourceCLM.com. You can also give us a call at 1-800-434-JOBS. And as always, I encourage any businesses out there, if you're recruiting and you want to get some top talent, please let us know, and we can maybe even have you on this program
Yeah,
and help you
yeah.
recruit. So we do that as well.
And what I'd like to tell everybody at the end of this interview is that these are all recorded. They're up on YouTube, they're on Facebook, and I know that
Yeah,
Laura
we
shares them, Robin
promote them,
shares
yeah.
them. So if you've heard anything that may be applying to somebody in your family, I went through this whole thing with my nephew. I think I've shared this with you, but he's doing good now. So
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I know.
Glad to hear it.
Eventually, right? Eventually, but share it with somebody who might need a good job, especially if they're a veteran, for the event happening 1 week from tomorrow. And call us if you need any of that repeated, and we'll be glad to repeat that for you. But share the video. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys have a good, now you're probably working on Veterans Day, aren't you?
I'm sure we are. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Don't eat too much candy.
Oh.
No, I've been doing that all week.
We'll be right back.
Freddy's Specialty Sundays, classic American treats, made with freshly churned, rich and creamy frozen custard. Welcome to Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers, the taste that brings you back.
So now that you have your heart set on Freddy's, all you need to know is how to get there. That part is easy. Just go down Highway 200 in Ocala east of I-75. Then look for the giant frozen custard cone on the wall.
On the first and third Wednesday mornings of each month at 9:05, Robert Colin will be with us from On Top of the World, Ocala's premier active adult community. Be sure to listen and be sure to call in. Speak with Robert to learn about all the exciting lifestyle and new home choices available at On Top of the World. From time to time, Robert will have guests, and we're sure you will enjoy our little chats. You deserve the world, and we bring it to you. So be sure to tune in on the first and third Wednesdays of each month right here on The Source, WOCA.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster.